Well, here we are again. Slightly different environment again, but here we are. And unfortunately, it looks like the championship predictions, for me, considering I support a championship club, talk quite a lot about the championship. Uh, One of the most important videos of the year. Gonna have to be recorded here. Not ideal, but we're gonna have to take the off with it. I'll try my absolute best to cover myself up completely, and you can completely ignore these utterly terrible content creating environment conditions, but instead you can listen to my very very beautiful voice. Anyway, Bristol City look like we're about to sign someone on loan. Who that will be our second loan signing in a couple of years, which would be three loan signings in 3 windows. Scott Twine signed on loan as well, which is unfathomable, really, considering the Nigel Pearson era. Anyway, I won't go about him. It looks like we'll be signing Bristol City. Look like we'll be signing Radek Vitek on loan from Manchester United. The 21-year-old is a goalkeeper, which is interesting. And I've been on record. I think it was the Hayden Roberts video where I said, I don't think we'll be. But I literally skipped over the Max O'Leary injury because I thought, well, Joe Lumley's going to play. I don't think we'll be signing anyone else in the goalkeeping department. And I think that was pretty evident after Lewis Thomas signed a new contract. And I just thought, right, that's it. That's done. We're going to be sticking with Lumley and Thomas for the first many months, 3 months, odd months, for without Max O'Leary. And I thought that'll be it. That'll be done. But no, we've gone ahead and signed Radek Vitek, who was apparently pictured on social media, and there's pictures out there on the Bristol City sort of world of social media, on Twitter in particular, of him in a City sort of tracksuit, whatever it is, in a City top. And that was at Plymouth yesterday in the pre-season game where we won 2-0. So, yeah, I mean, this guy's clearly come here to play. Manchester United would not have sent out one of their probably better, or don't have many goalkeepers. You don't have many goalkeepers, and in a squad in general. So he's going to have to definitely going to come in and play for a large proportion of where the Max O'Leary's out, and if he's impressive and he does well, will stay. So yeah, he's had a couple of loan spells away from United in terms of club football. He played loads of games for United under 18s. They got promoted. When they struggled, he did really well and stuff like that. I read an article. I can't remember for the life of me what the article's called or where I found it. I'm really sorry. I might find it and link it in the description. But stuff like he's really good on the ball, really commanding. General good stuff, and touted to be the next Manchester United number one. Sometimes think it be exaggerated and stuff. I mean, how Andre Onana's gone on, you never know. But yeah, there's a lot of positive reviews about Vitek. Is what I'm trying to say, and he's a pretty good goalkeeper and someone who's pretty much consistently been very very consistent and very very good in sort of the youth development department in the youth systems. United a couple of loans, 23-24 for the second half of the season in League Two with Accrington Stanley. Stanley finished 17th, which you've got to bear in mind with the goalkeeper, because if a team is worse, generally they face more shots. So generally he'll make more saves. Prime example, Victor Janssen at Rotherham and at Stoke. Really, Rotherham, I think the worst team in the leagues, weren't they, a couple of seasons ago? And he faced so many shots, made loads of saves, and everybody's raving about him. And he's done the same at Stoke when they've been near the bottom of the league because they've faced loads of shots, and he's saved loads of shots as well. So yeah, little bit of nuance with goalkeepers sometimes, but he's done really well. 18 games, pretty much played all the games, must have impressed at Stanley, and yeah, stuck with him. And then the following season, for full season, was on loan at FC Blau-Weiß Linz. I think that says on my notes. I think my handwriting's pretty terrible. It's the conclusion from that. But anyway, he joined in the summer of 24. Pretty much played. I think he played the length of the season. 26 games for them last season in the Austrian Bundesliga. Did he face Fali Mayulu by any chance? He might have done. Anyway, that's not relevant. So he's had experience in England, which is positive. He's not had loads of experience in England. He's only had half a season out on loan. He's had loads of games with Man United on 18s. What does this mean for Bristol City in terms of goalkeeping department? Because I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to stand here, and pretend to be an expert on Vitek. I think he's going to come in and play. I think he's going to come in and play ahead of Joe Lumley. I think he's going to come in, and for his sake, he'll be looking to replace Max O'Leary in the long term, and hopefully the full season. look, if this goes well, fingers crossed it all goes well, he impresses for the first 3 months where Max Illyri's not available to Bristol City. He does really well, and there's some serious direct competition between him and Max after that. And I would love it if there's loads of arguments on Twitter about whether we should play Vitek or Max Illyri. For the first time in absolutely ages, we'll have that argument, and we just don't have to, cope with it or whatever. And yeah, that will be really good, because that's what I think would have been in the intention going into the summer. Obviously, this not come about in the most ideal manner, because if Max is not injured, we don't make this signing. I think, and we just go with it, and just go with what we had in Max, Lumley, Thomas. That's it. Obviously, Max is injured, and yeah, he'll come here and play. And honestly, fantastic. Good luck to him. I do think that the Joe Lumley replacement, well, Joe Lumley being the replacement for Max O'Leary for the first, however many months of the season, was not ideal for Bristol City, and honestly needed a bit of a dressing. I don't think I said that in the Hayden Roberts video, but I'm going to say that now, because I do think that needed a dressing. I do think that this sort of move needed to happen. It's a bit of a short term ploy. If it goes well, absolutely fantastic. I don't think there'll be an option to buy. Um, this guy might start slow. We saw what happened to George Effie. Obviously, George Effie's not a goalkeeper, but he started really slow and then grew into the end of the season and did really well towards the back end of the season. If that happens, well, stick with it, go with it, and just keep backing. This guy's only 21 years old. Goalkeepers have massive careers, and yeah, this is just a start for him. So look, massive luck to Vitek. Looks he's not officially been announced yet, but it looks all but done, and hopefully in through the door in maybe a preseason game. Is our last preseason game against Real Valid, the Spanish club. I think that our last preseason. I have no clue, to be honest. I've not really been following preseason games, but anyway, yeah, he was pictured. Hopefully this is done. And the next bit of news is Marcus McGuane, obviously, who's out the door, and he's gone to Huddersfield, who are building an absolute super team in League One. And I do regret putting them in third. I think I had to put them just a little bit. Can't chicken out of that now. But anyway, he's gone to Huddersfield. Good luck to him. I really like Marcus McGuane. I thought he's a tidy player. He had that game at Watford away where we lost 1-0, and we played really well for the last portions of the game. He just swept everything up. Every time there's a loose ball in the middle of the park and there was a 50-50, guess who was there? Marcus McGuane won the ball back. Marcus McGuane gets the ball back. And Marcus McGuane keeps possession going. The guy's just solid. The guy's just reliable, and it's quite hard to find players like that at championship level. And he did quite well for us towards the back end of the season and helped us in terms of squad. It was clearly a Liam Manning man. Was he ever going to, adapt to what Gerhard Struber wants? Probably not. And look at the profile of midfielders, or the profile of midfielder that we've brought in. Adam Randall, energy. Maybe not the level of composure, but the level of running, the energy. As I said about 5 times, I think that was missing in McGuane's game. That's not a slight on him. I think he's a really good player, and I think he'll be absolutely excellent in what supposedly Lee Grant is looking to build at Huddersfield. So good luck to him. I think we're still fine in terms of our options in terms of midfield. So who does that leave us with? You've got Knight, you've got Bird, you've got Randall, you've got Williams, and you've got Adam Murphy. You've got Ruben. I can't remember his name. It's not coming to the top of my head. He played in a couple of he played in a pre-season friendly at Cheltenham, I think. Anyway, yeah, we've got options, and then you've got a couple of young players who can step up. Adam Murphy, still waiting to see what he can provide. Anyway, good luck to Marcus McGuane. Hope he plays loads of games for Huddersfield. Hope he does really well. I think he was probably one of the big losers from Liam Manning going. He was clearly a Liam Manning man, and yeah, it's a shame because I quite liked him. Clearly a nice guy. Did loads of work for the foundation, didn't he? For the Bristol Foundation charity stuff. So fantastic. Clearly a good guy and a good player. So yeah, hope he smashes it at Huddersfield. I think that just about wraps it up. Sorry, this video's been a bit of a mess. But yeah, I'm not really prepared. I've just got the opportunity to jump on it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Keep safe, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Championship predictions, I'll record that in a few days. Honestly, it's a bit of a mess, but yeah, we'll see what we can do, and we'll whip something up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Keep safe, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and yeah, see you later. Cheers.